Hello viewers, in today's video I will describe how a senior doctor in India often willingly chooses to become a junior doctor. Now this might sound very confusing if you're not from the world of medicine, but it happens all the time and it happens willingly. Yes, senior doctors typically earn more, much more than junior doctors, but that does not stop many senior doctors from willingly choosing to become junior doctors in India itself, sometimes even in the same institution. Why does this happen? If you want to understand this, you have to understand the different terms that are used to describe doctors along their professional journey. So for the purpose of this video, we will stick to the journey of a doctor in a particular medical college. Let's imagine this person never leaves a single medical college throughout their lives. So they usually enter a medical college for the first time as an MBBS student. MBBS curriculum is typically of 4.5 years duration, and this is followed immediately by 1 year of compulsory rotatory internship, where the the person is described as an intern and they work with all the departments in the hospital, almost all of the departments. So they get a taste of how different departments work, and this helps in developing their interest regarding which subject they want to specialize in. At the end of internship, they are eligible to appear in what is called National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for Postgraduate Courses, NEET PG. And depending upon their performance in this particular exam, they can join post graduation in a number of subjects, almost I think 20. The number is 20. So once they join a postgraduate course, I'll use the example of general medicine. So it's of 3 years duration. This is called MD medicine or DNB medicine. This postgraduate training course is of 3 years duration, at the end of which there is a university exam. And upon successfully negotiating this exam, this person is conferred the degree of MD or DNB general medicine. Now this person is no longer a junior doctor because they are no longer in training. The term junior doctor is not clearly defined, as to the best of my knowledge. If I have to go by the definition provided by Indian Medical Association, then junior doctor is anyone with an MBBS degree who is less than 35 years of age. By that definition, I qualify as a junior doctor. Then there is another definition which I saw online. Anyone who is undergoing clinical training can be categorized as a junior doctor. This is not as clearly defined. The term junior doctor is not as clearly defined in India as it is in the United Kingdom, where anyone who is not a consultant or a specialist doctor is described as a junior doctor. So again, back to India. If somebody has completed post-graduation general medicine, they become a specialist in general medicine. They can choose to pursue senior residency, in which case they occupy what is popularly believed to be the senior most post for a junior doctor, where they have to supervise junior residents and they have to act as a bridge between senior doctors and junior residents. So senior resident is the senior most junior doctor post. After senior residency in that particular medical college, this person can become a professor. Now, there are three kinds of professors. The youngest and the least experienced professor is called assistant professor. The one in the middle with more experience than an assistant professor but less experience than a professor is the associate professor. And at the top of the professor hierarchy, at the top of the professorial hierarchy is professor. So you have assistant professor at the bottom, associate professor next up, and at the top of the ladder is a professor. So that's the chain: intern, junior resident, senior resident, assistant professor, associate professor, and professor. Assistant professor onwards, a doctor should not ideally be described as a junior doctor. However, the definition is vague. As I said, I qualify as a junior doctor as per the Indian Medical Association's definition. So now, why would somebody now imagine someone who has become an assistant professor in general medicine? He or she would be legitimately described as a senior doctor. Now, this person can willingly choose to become a junior doctor again. How? Simply by choosing to pursue further specialization in a subject like, say, neurology. For that, this person would have to appear in the super specialization entrance exam. I have described that in my video called Triple NEET. So once they successfully negotiate the super specialization entrance exam, they get into super specialization training program in neurology, and they are transformed from being a senior doctor in the Department of General Medicine to being a junior doctor in the Department of Neurology. So for somebody who is viewing this from outside, this person was a senior doctor on one day, and the very next day they became a junior doctor when they went from the Department of General Medicine to the Department of Neurology. Now, I don't think it is fair to call a trainee in neurology a junior doctor, because they have typically devoted more years in training or in accumulating knowledge, and may have more knowledge than um, many other doctors. So to describe them as junior doctors is a little unfair from my point of view. However, these terms are loosely used, and one can only try to throw some light on this issue and hope that more awareness is spread on this. So this is how a senior doctor can willingly go from being a senior doctor to being a junior doctor the next day, and they are often doing this, and they do it willingly because they want to specialize further. They want to become a neurologist from being a specialist in general medicine. I've just used general medicine as one example. The same example can be used in with the help of general surgery and neurosurgery and various other subjects as well. So this is how a senior doctor willingly chooses to become a junior doctor. At the end of their specialization or super specialization training in neurology, they can become a consultant in neurology. So this is how junior doctors and senior doctors are described in India, and I hope you like this video.